Now, with one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen, just take those slow, deep breaths, feeling the hand on your abdomen rise and fall. And just focus for a moment on that breathing. As best you can. And if thoughts pop into your mind, it's not a big deal. There's no need to spend any time on them. Just let them come and go as they will. And now just open your eyes and pick a spot somewhere, an item, an object, a spot in the room to look at, and just stare at it as you continue to breathe. And just fixate on that one spot. And then without moving your head and without moving your eyes, use your peripheral vision to notice 3 other things in the room. Keeping your eyes on that spot, just using your peripheral vision. Just notice 3 other things. And now let your eyes gently close. And continuing to breathe, notice 2 sounds in your room. Maybe the ticking of a clock. Maybe the subtle sound of air. Maybe something outside. Just any 2 things. Just notice. And now place both hands on your heart. Continuing to breathe, but this time allow your breathing to settle in to just whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels normal and natural. No longer any need to exaggerate or force in any way. In fact, it's quite likely and perfectly fine for your breathing to drop below the level of your conscious awareness. And perhaps you can begin to notice the beating of your heart beneath your hands. And if you don't actually feel it, imagine it, because you know it's beating. And you know with that beating, it's circulating blood throughout your body, carrying nutrients to feed every cell. Taking away toxins and debris to be eliminated. And feel your humanness. I often ask the question, and I often ask my clients to answer the question, who am I? Without any reference to political affiliation, religion, family, gender, job, profession. Getting down to the core of your being. your humanness, the fact that we are all traveling on a journey. That so far as we know began somewhere and eventually will end somewhere. And yet here we are in this time and this place, experiencing what we're experiencing. And as a human, you have the ability to experience all of the emotions: joy, sadness, happiness, frustration, irritation, disappointment. It's a part of being human. And of all of those emotions, not a one of them is good or bad, right or wrong. They simply are what we experience. And what matters is how we express those emotions in a healthy way that allows us to deal with the challenges of life. And in our life experience, if we think about where we've been, where we've come from, some of the things that we've done in our past, we very often have regrets, thoughts about how we might have done things differently. Perhaps thoughts of, if only I knew then what I know now, I would go back and make a different choice. I would change things. And if we spend a lot of time reliving those events, wishing they had been different, we know that it's impossible to change. It happened. And that's the way it was. And the only way that it continues to live on is you carrying it around in your thoughts. And so now just allow your hands to fall into a comfortable position, wherever it's comfortable for you. On your lap, on the arms of the chair you're on, palms up, palms down, whatever feels comfortable. And give yourself permission to relax into this experience with a full expectation of a positive outcome. And so in a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And with each descending number, allow yourself to go into a very peaceful place so that when I reach the number 1, you'll find yourself in your special paradise, the place that you've created, or a place that you're about to create. And it's a place where you can go and just be completely and totally at peace, comfortable, calm, relaxed, and tranquil. And we're going there now. 10, 9, allowing your mind to drift, your body to relax, becoming more and more peaceful. 8, 7, deeper and deeper into that inner universe of your creation. 6, 5, going deeper and deeper, my voice going with you to aid and assist you, to be your guide on this journey. 4, 3, almost there. You can feel the comfort surrounding you, drawing you near. 2 and 1, you're there. There in a place that you've created and designed. And you may see images of this place in your mind, or you may just feel a sense of being. And either way is perfectly fine. And just imagine what a place would be like that you design, that you create, that you can go to and just be as comfortable as you would care to be. There are no concerns, no worries or fears. Just a place for you. What might that look like? The colors, the landscape, the terrain. What sounds might you find in such a place? What fragrances? Would there be any tastes associated with this place? Most important of all, notice the feeling of being in a place where you can just let go, where you can just be the you that you imagine that you wish to be. Because that is the true essence of your being. And just take a moment now to experience this place, the sights, the sounds, the fragrances, the tastes, and the feeling. Just enjoy the experience. And I'm going to sit quiet for just a moment. Excellent. And now as you're peacefully, calmly observing and enjoying this place, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine turning around, and there before you, you notice a figure. And this figure looks very familiar. And so you move closer and realize this is a younger you. Looking isolated, sad, forlorn, left behind. And I want you to imagine for a moment all the things that you wish you could go back and change. That maybe you might have made a different decision, made a different choice. Things you may regret. choices that didn't turn out the way you thought they might. But then you also realize that you're thinking and observing all of those events and experiences with the beliefs, the knowledge, and the understanding that you possess now in the present you. And you realize that at every step in your life, at every phase, every decision you ever made, every choice you ever made was the best you could do at the time with your then current knowledge, understanding, and beliefs. You always did the best you could. And you realize now that by the current you condemning, judging, criticizing this younger you, you've been unfair, unhelpful. You've been restricting a part of you, holding back that energy, attempting to keep it at bay. Because to you, it seemed as though he or she didn't live up to the standards that you now set for yourself. And now realizing that this younger you always meant well, always did the best he or she could. I want you to move closer to this younger you. I want you to tell her you now understand that he or she always did the best possible with the understanding, the beliefs, and the situations that presented at the time. I want you to tell them that you understand and apologize for judging, for criticizing, for condemning, for restricting, for refusing to accept. And I want you to forgive them for everything, real and perceived, any action or any inaction that may have contributed to your discomforts. Forgive them for everything. And I want you to move closer and take them in a warm embrace. And I want you to tell him or her that you accept them exactly as they are, that you love them unconditionally. And having forgiven and expressed your love, take them in a warm embrace, holding them close. Feel the warm, loving energy passing between your hearts as you meld into one, becoming once again complete, unified and whole. Absorbing that energy that you once refused to own, making it your very own once again. And feel the strength of that bond, increasing your own abilities to be compassionate, to be loving, to be forgiving, to be gentle with you, to love yourself exactly as you are, unconditionally, totally and completely. And having reconnected, rejoined, and absorbed this energy, once again, observe this place of your creation and see how much brighter it appears. The colors more vivid and vibrant. The energy is enhanced. The power within you has grown because you are once again complete. And now as you move around this place, notice how your senses are heightened, more profound. Notice how light you feel. As though your feet were barely touching the ground, gliding. And things seem brighter now. Fragrances more pronounced. Sounds even more soothing and comforting. You can begin to observe things that you may have missed before. Subtleties in this place that even further enhance your comfort. Perhaps the softness beneath your feet. Perhaps the temperature of the air around you. Perfect. Perhaps a feeling of greater fulfillment. Perhaps even a feeling of hope, enthusiasm. The realization of the possibilities that lay before you. And the beauty of this experience is that this feeling is now yours. Not only in this internal universe of your creation, but when you return once again to this external universe that we all share. Bring with you the hope, the enthusiasm, the encouragement. Bring with you the joy. Bring with you the completeness of you, the whole entire you, united, re-energized to face whatever challenges may come with hope and encouragement, with enthusiasm, and even a touch of humor. As you begin to move through your days and nights, feeling stronger, feeling more capable, feeling more energetic, feeling a greater sense of control over your experiences, feeling more in touch with you than you have in a very long time. A greater sense of the true essence of your being. The essence of being human. And you begin to notice the challenges of your days are nothing more than puzzles to solve, opportunities to learn, to grow, to become even more capable. To further build on your many skills and talents. To recreate skills and talents that have lain dormant for quite some time. perhaps set aside because of life's obligations and responsibilities, and now rediscovered and brought forth. Perhaps even discovering abilities and skills and talents that until now you were unaware of. So with a renewed willingness to explore and discover, to enjoy life, to give yourself permission to be joyful in your experiences. And you bring this feeling with you to the here and now, as in just a moment when I count from 1 to 5. And with each successive number, you find yourself returning once again to this external universe that we all share, coming back to the here and now, and bringing this feeling with you, bringing this new sense with you, so that you begin to see your life in a new way, with a new vision, with a brand new perspective of possibility. So beginning to return now. 1, 2, gradually coming back to fully awake and alert, returning once again to the room. 3, 4, noticing the support beneath you, noticing the temperature of the room around you. Coming back to fully awake and alert, taking in a deep healing and cleansing breath. And with a joyful heart, 5, open your eyes and welcome back. And if you need to take just another few seconds to return fully, just do so. Just take in another deep breath and eyes open, coming back to here and now once again. Excellent.